Jeff was born in Acapulco, Mexico. He grew up in a small house with his family. He had a brother named Jimmy and one sister named Mary. His mother was a housewife and his father was a factory worker. So they were in a critical situation economically. Jeff was an introverted kid. He didn't want to stay with other children. And when the other kids teased him, he beat them up. At the age of 17, he started doing badly in school while he was drinking and doing drugs. At the age of 19, he started working in a supermarket, but he was depressed at that time. One day, his parents discovered that Jeff was taking drugs, so they took away his money and they started to control him. Jeff's situation deteriorated without drugs. He lost his job, and his parents didn't let him go out. Jeff was becoming mad. One day, he totally lost his head. He started to shake on his bed and he started to get hallucinations all day. That night, while everyone was asleep, Jeff got off the bed. Without making any noise, he went in the kitchen and he grabbed the biggest knife. His heart was hammering in his chest. His eyes were shining. He slowly opened the door of his parents' bedroom. He approached his mother, aiming for the throat with the knife. A few moments later, Jeff came out of the bedroom, leaving his parents dead on the bed. He slowly entered his brother's bedroom. He looked at him for one moment, and then he said with a deep, raspy voice, "Do you want to sleep?" Mary, Jeff's sister, she woke up. She heard a strange noise, but she wasn't sure of what she heard. She got off of her bed and went into the bathroom. After that, she decided to go in the kitchen and get a drink of water. But she noticed that the drawer of knives were open, and the biggest knife wasn't there. She was very upset at first, but when she turned around, she was shocked to see that she saw Jeff with a bloody knife and a wide smile. He whispered to her, "Go to sleep." After killing his family, Jeff came out of the house. He went into an abandoned house. He felt very tired, so the next day the police looked for him, and finally they found him. The police brought Jeff into an insane asylum. They put him in a small room with only one tiny window. They put him in a room with a camcorder just to watch him. After 2 days and one night, the nurse was bringing Jeff the food for the next morning. When the nurse came into the room, Jeff was pretending to sleep. As the nurse closed the door behind her, Jeff jumped on her. The nurse took the acid from her pocket and threw it on his face. Jeff screamed and he started to strangle the girl. After that, Jeff came out from the room and he ran to the exit. He crashed into the glass and he broke the window. Then he ran away. The asylum cameras recorded these images. They showed that Jeff's face burned off with acid, two scary red lightning eyes, and his wide red smile. Now, Jeff walks and he's hiding in the cities. Sometimes he goes into the cemeteries. He opens the coffins and he steals the jewelry of corpses. And overnight, sometimes, he comes into the houses from the windows and he's hiding in a closet telling you to go to sleep.